Quality Foods presents your U14A Oakville Rangers. Number 61, Jonas Renko.
Feeds it to him right up front. Oh!
Number 90, Declan Ralph.
Good save.
Number 7, Matt Fanassier.
Intercepted net and scores from Fanassier.
Number 8, Declan Lambert.
Quickshot scores from E-Type on it.
Number 9, Landon Little. Number 12, Carson Reisner.
Sidestep juke, inside shot, score!
Number 13, Dylan Newton Casota.
She scores!
Number 14, Carver Kenty.
Circle hangs on, quick shot, and scores over the shoulder.
Number 15, Eason 2.
The other way, he'll get there first.
Number 20, Stefano Iannacci.
Score!
Number 33, Jacob Fizzle.
Tight scores on the short side.
Number 49, Thomas Stacy.
Play bottom of the circle, quick shot, scores.
Number 55, Simonas Rakhauskas.
Quick shot and score from the bottom.
Number 67, Lenton Policelli.
And on the point shot from Policelli.
Number 86, Logan Harvey.
Harvey, quick shot, score!
Number 88, Kingsley Ing.
Shot right over the left shoulder and score.
Number 91, Jackson Hogeboom. And number 96, Aiden Hill.
Quick shot in front.
And there's your Oakville Rangers.
Midboards, it's in on net. 2-on-1 with Lambert, slides into Lambert in the middle, quick shot, rebound, score! He's got some help, quick tight shot, and tuck.
The right plan, perfect pass to.
High slot, hangs on a quick shot, scores! Now gets there on the back of the net, center pass for scores! Rangers win! That is a fantastic piece of work today.
Last year?
No, Milton.
Oh, Milton.
Yeah, we're Milton last year, and then open borders and.
Yeah, I know, because I remember
down here.
commentating, but it was in Oakville.
Yeah.
You guys were Milton. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you have 2 teams last year?
2.
Okay, that's why. So I knew one. I got you mixed up with Burlington.
Yeah. And then open borders, and then having a bunch of fun. He's loving it here.
Yeah.
He loves it. Yeah. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back for the back half of the home at home against the Guelph Gryphons. We played last night. That game went to overtime, and that's not surprising. The season record against the Guelph Gryphons. We had a preseason game September 16th. That was tied 1-1. We played October 25th. That was tied 1-1. We played October 26th. We won that game, but then we played January 15th. That was tied 3-3. And then last night we went into overtime. These are 2 teams that match up very, very well and play each other very strongly. They're fun games, they're tough games, they're physical games, and there's lots of action on both sides of the ice. Last night's shots were 38-30. We're expecting the same kind of stuff again tonight. Starting lineups for your Oakville Rangers will be Lambert on the dot, left side Fissel, right side Rakowskis, and Kingsley Ing and Easton 2 on the D-line in front of Mr. Declan Ralph, who will be your starting goaltender for this evening. The boys are just about set to go here. They've had a nice little break, chance to sleep in late, carbo load around 2. I don't know what you guys did in your house, but that's what we did. And they're set to go. If we just slide ahead quickly and look at the standings, you'll see that we're sitting to be in pretty good shape here, right? We are 5 games in, 8 games up, and 2 games to go. After this one, we play, we've got Burlington Gold and Brampton 45, and that's it. So, I mean, we're in really good shape. We're not worried about what this all looks like. We're worried mostly about the statement that the boys are making heading into postseason play. Not about what their record is, because we all know that this record is really just about setting up the top 8. But the boys are feeling it. The practice messaging is getting through, and the boys are buying in and working their tails off with sustained pressure from end to end to end. Last night's opening period was a soft one, though. Boys came out on their heels, and Guelph took it to them. Then they went back in the intermission, and coach said, "What happened to our game plan?" They said, "Oh, right, sorry, coach, forgot." Got back on their toes and came out and killed it. And it was fantastic. Great piece of hockey last night. So the boys will circle around the benches, do a little touch gloves, a little how do you do, and we will be set to go here for the back half and our last meeting with this team. I believe we will not see them anymore, potentially, unless it is a semi-final matchup, maybe. I think that's the only way we can see them. All right, here we go. Boys are all set up. Lambert's going to start us off. Puck is dropped, kicked all the way up into the zone. Up on the right-hand side, Guelph will gather first. They'll go around the back of the net. Into the corner, Fissel will step in with Lambert. Lambert onto the stick, trying to push it off down below the goal line. Out in front, kicked away back into the corner. Down around the back of the net, Guelph will cycle it up the left-hand side, held at the line by Easton. He'll push it back down and around. Below the goal line, sent back and forth. Bouncing puck, Easton will take off the backhand, flick it in deep. Still not out as they're trying to hold it on the boards. Now it bounces finally out. As they play Plinko along the boards, it is not going anywhere. Now Guelph will shuffle it forward, and it'll go dribble in behind Declan. Up on the left-hand side, Fissel will chip it off the boards. Puck squirts back down into our corner. 2 will do the sidestep. He'll slide it across for Kingsley, but it gets tangled up in the skates. Guelph will turn back, fire the puck down into our zone. Easton will go up off the hash marks. That pass gets dribbled out, knocked down by Guelph on the side of the net. Fissel will pick it up. He'll slide it out in the middle for Fonacier. He cuts down through with some steam, trying to get around the corner on the outside. Puts the brakes on. He'll come back up to the blue line on the far side. Policelli will send it in. Puck goes on the back of the net. Fonacier will catch up to it. Stacey picks it up around the back of the net. Center and pass in front for Fonacier. Couldn't pull the trigger. It was there. Reisner working the inboards. Puck comes down to the hash marks. Fonacier gets first touch by a little bit. He'll set it back down in the corner. We got an arm in the air. And it's going to be against Guelph. Now they'll touch it. The whistle will go. And the call is roughing. Sorry, that's a boarding call, not roughing.
Which one?
That's boarding. Okay, boarding call, 2 minutes. Face off down and to the left. The Guelph goaltender puck comes back up the line. Little will hold it. He'll go D to D. Misses just outside of the reach of Policelli. He'll chip it back down into the zone. Policelli will glove it down and maintain control. He'll kick it back for Little. Little will curl in neutral zone. He'll chip it up for Harvey. Harvey gains entry on the right-hand side. Quick shot in on net. Glove down, not held. On the back of the net. Harvey circling, looking for an option. He'll take it deeper into the corner. He'll slide it back up to the D-line. Shot in on net. Ooh! That might have been on target. Kenty got a piece of it, but it skipped just over the crossbar. Chotar will kick it back to Policelli. Policelli up for Harvey, just out of his reach, skips under his stick. Puck goes in on Ralph. Ralph will knife it up for Policelli. Up for Kenty on the midboards here. He'll go back across the ice for Lambert. Has it go off a skate, loose puck. Guelph's going to get there first. They'll chip it in deep. Lambert up the right-hand side. Head for Kenty. Kenty up for Harvey on the left-hand side. Harvey cuts to the middle. Shot is deflected off the stick of a Guelph player. That's going to keep the face-off down low and in their zone. As we get fresh legs out. Lambert's going to take the draw. Puck comes up to the blue line. Just gets past Hoagie. We got a man on, but Hoagie's going to get there first. He'll play it off the boards. Rakowskis will pick his pocket, comes away with it. They can't get up with it. Kicked ahead now for Lambert as he uses the feet to pull it up to his stick. He cuts to the middle. Puck is tied up in the skates. Iannachi's there trying to pull it forward. Puck goes down onto the dot, and Guelph trying to clear the zone. Another arm is in the air, and this one's going to be on Oakville, and it's going to be a hooking call. It looks like it's going to be on Rakowskis. So 17 minutes left on the original penalty to Guelph. Face off down and to the right of Ralph. 2 will take it around the back of the net. Swept forward and up and out of the zone. Fissel will keep pressure on. Fonacier trying to get it loose with it. Just out of his reach. Guelph going down the left-hand side. They'll put the brakes on. They'll go high slot. Can't pull the trigger. Ralph will reach out and cover it. As the penalty has expired, we'll have a face-off in a shorthanded scenario now and down and to his left. 1:34 remaining. Puck deep in the corner. Guelph has it. They'll come up to the blue line. Puck comes out over the line. Puck touches a glove at the Oakville bench. Face off will be down and to the right of Ralph. Reisner will take the draw. Stacey up front, Policelli and Little on D. Puck is one back into the corner. Reisner gets a piece of it. He'll send it loose. Stacey will give chase, but Guelph will get there first. He goes down around the back of the net, goes off into the corner. They'll have forced to be cycled back. He's jumping ahead. Policelli will gather. He will fire it up. We'll get some fresh legs out as Fanasi keeps the pressure on up top. Far side feed skips through Guelph. They will fire it off the glass. Almost killed the referee. Fanasi down in the corner. Down around the back of the net. Guelph will come up the right-hand side. Fanasi breaks up the play. Fissel dumps it back in. 20 seconds now. Rukowskis is on his feet, getting set to come in. Up to the line. Hogeboom on net. Patted away. Guelph will pick it up off the high boards. They'll go cross ice, D to D. Gate comes open. Penalty is over, but we're still shorthanded until it gets cleared up. Harvey takes his spot. Puck is dumped in deep. Now we'll get sorted as Hiltzy will gather around the back of the net. He'll kick it back for Harvey. Just out of his reach, bounce on him on the boards. Puck is in on net, skips down into the corner. Kenty will skate around the back of the net, trying to slide it forward. Kenty picks up the loose puck, high in our zone, trying to slide ahead. He springs Harvey down low, in tight. Sorry, that was Hiltzy, my bad. All the way back down, the puck is loose, arm is in the air, icing is the call. 8:37. Still no score this opening frame. Lambert's on the dot. Puck goes down around the back of the net. Rukowskis will give first touch. Into the skate. Guelph has to turn back. They'll go around the back of the net with it. Put the brakes on, trying to come back up the right-hand side. Glove down by Lambert. Feeds it out front. Rukowskis couldn't turn on it. Lets it slide by for two. Rukowskis picks it up in the corner, trying to center that pass. Trying it again from the corner. He'll kick it back to Iannacci. Keeps himself on the right side of it. Rukowskis around the back of the net for Lambert. Quick pass on the short side. Sharp angle. Out front for Iannacci. Quick shot on net and held. I'm really liking this addition. We're getting a lot of work now. We're getting a lot of work now from around the bottom of the net and beneath the goal line and passes out to the top of the crease. And we're getting a lot of scoring opportunities coming from this place where we never really got that much before. And this addition is having an impact to our offensive pressure down low. Shots so far are, I believe, 4. For us, Oakville hasn't registered a shot. They're pushing. Stacy picks it up down low in the corner, trying to slide it ahead. Kicks it back down for Policelli. Working the hash marks. Quick shot in on net. Fanasi then around the back of the net. He'll slide it for Little. Up for Reisner. Reisner. Fanasi over the line. Kicks it up for Stacy. Stacy trying to send it back for Fanasi out front, trying to get that tip off from down low. Puck comes up to the line. They'll kick it back down to the hash marks. Cross ice feed. Stacy will jump on it. He'll fire that puck in down low, but it bounces up high in the zone. Kenty breaks loose. Bottom of the line. Shot deflects off into the corner. Kenty jumps on it again. Circles. Down in the corner, keeping that puck pinned up tight. Harvey steps in to give him a hand. Now the puck comes loose. Little gets a piece of it. Hills kicks it back to Hogeboom. Hogeboom will go around the back of the net. He'll curl. Guelph knocks it off the stick. They'll come away with it out in the slot. Fissel will grab it. He's going to come up the right-hand side with some steam. Cuts to the middle. Quick shot over the crossbar. Puck is loose. Bouncing puck. Pops out in the middle. Lambert cuts to the middle. On the juke down low. In tight. Quick shot. And held. Nice piece of work there by the Guelph goaltenders. Lambert got loose in tight. Tried to go upstairs on a short angle. The door was closed, and we're going to face off down low. Lambert on the draw. Guelph comes away with it. The zone is held. Rakowski is trying to chip it forward, comes away with it. Bottom of the circle, around the back of that for an option. Slides out front, quick pass and scores. A nice little tic-tac-toe. That went Rakowskis to Chotar to Lambert, I believe, at 5:35. Lambert, Chotar for Rakowskis. I like that. That's another play. Exactly the same thing I was just talking about. In that same space, working that play down low, getting that pass from that side of the net below the goal line and being patient and waiting for that quick short pass or that quick release. It came over to Chotar, and Chotar didn't have the shot, and he kicked over to Lambert, who was sitting on the other doorstep. Going back the other way, Chotar in over the line. Quick shot, just misses near side. Puck goes down to the hash mark, down around the back of the net. Guelph will bang it off the glass, high. It stays in the zone. Chotar breaks up the play. Slid ahead. Lambert skips it ahead into the zone, but Guelph will cover it up. Play is called offside as two jump the line. Fanasi on the dot. Reisner pins the puck up. Iannacci flicks it down into the zone. It'll get deep. Around to the far corner, though. Policelli will fire it in on net. They'll have to hold it. We'll get a face-off down low. 4:34 remaining in the first. Face-off to the right of the Guelph goaltender, Fanasi, with the draw down to Reisner. Back over to Fanasi, around the back of the net. Swings it low. He'll kick it back for Iannacci below the goal line. Looking for an option right there. Gets taken off the stick by Guelph. Popped out in the front, though. Stick check breaks up the play on the outlet pass. Policelli will grab it in the neutral zone and fire it to the open corner in low. Reisner will give chase. Puck comes up to the zone. It's out. They called that onside. Covered up and held. I'm glad there was no play on that. That puck definitely got outside the line. I don't like it if there's a goal scored on a missed call. Face-off is down and to the left of the Guelph goaltender. Kenty on the dot. He's got Harvey and Stacy on the wings. Hoagie and Hiltzy on the D-line. Puck comes up. It bounces over the line. Hoagie will get there. He'll cover it up. Broken up in the corner. Hogaboom will go far side. Puck is fired deep into the zone. Hogaboom will get first touch on it. He'll put the brakes on it. Clean up the end boards. Kenty will clear it across for Harvey. Misfired on the pass. They maintain the zone. Guelph trying to feed it out front. Now it's broken up down in the corner. Hiltzy will go around the back of the net with it. On the left-hand side, Harvey trying to get down low. Kenty cuts to the middle. Out to the dot. Quick shot in towards the net. Coming back the other way. Guelph will dump it in, but it goes off his skate. Hogaboom going down the left-hand side. Quick shot in on net and scores from the dot on the left-hand side, unassisted on a rush. Every now and then a D-man needs to go for a rush, and that's a great example of why. At the 2:36 mark, Mr. Holgerboom slides one in on the far side. Puck goes in over the line. Guelph will have possession down deep in our zone. We get a touch on it, trying to break into the zone. Chipped ahead. Lambert on the right side. Fissel coming up the middle. Pass across the crease is intercepted by Guelph. They were looking to make a play. Guelph read it and chopped it off. Puck is down into our zone over the line, but 2 will cover it up. He'll go cross ice feed. Lambert will dump it in deep. We're up to the 2-minute mark of the opening frame. Fissel goes down into the corner. Quick pass out in front for Fissel, but it popped up on him. Couldn't get the shot off. Guelph coming down the right-hand side. They'll slide it to the middle. Quick shot in on net. Patted away by the Guelph goaltender. Puck goes down into the open corner. 2 will get there first. He'll keep it on the backhand, chip it off the boards, high in the zone. Fired in on net, breaks up through traffic. Puck squirts out in front. Ralph was going to play it, and then the gap closed up too quickly, so he pounced on it smartly. Puck is loose down in front of our net, banging on the boards there. It'll slide into the corner. Policelli will come in with it. Guelph has it. They'll slide it up to the blue line. Point shot in on net. And Declan will hang on to it with no rebound. That'll get a face-off down low with 49 seconds remaining in the first. Kenty on the dot. Puck goes high off the window, bouncing puck. Harvey feeds it across for Iannacci up the middle. He had a cover on him, couldn't get loose. He gets the puck in deep. Kenty will come back up to the blue line for Policelli. Find that puck in, misses on the near side. Kenty will grab it on the hash marks. He'll slide to the low corner on the goal line, trying to feed it out front on the backhand. Harvey will pick it up in the corner. Down low, pinned up against the boards. Now it comes out. Kenty cuts to the middle. Can't get the shot off. Puck goes to the open corner. Bang down up against the hash marks. Pulled out of the zone, up behind the zone, but they won't get the shot off as time expires. Shots in the first period were 10-2, with Oakville out in front by 2. Time of the goals were 5:35 by Lambert from Chotar from Rakowskis, and then again at 2:36 with the left side rush from Holgerboom when he stepped up and shot it from the top or mid-circle there. Boys will head over to the bench. They're doing a lot of things that I like. They're looking for each other. They're looking to make passes. It's not as physical. It's not as panicked. It's a much more calm and collected start. And that comes from the confidence of taking game number 1. I like where they're at. I like what they're doing. And just keep your heads about you and keep adding on pressure. Make sustained pressure and make good choices with the puck. Don't give the puck away for anything. Possession is everything. You're doing a good job with it. Just stay at it. And let's just keep the pressure on and build and build and build. Boys will make their way out to center ice. Ralph will make his way down to foreign territory. Lambert's going to start us off. He'll have Rakowskis and Stacy up front with Hilty and Hoagie on D. Down the left-hand side, Stacy will dump it into the open corner. Rakowskis will go in, he'll get first touch. Trying to get in front, quick shot. Doesn't make it through. Had it lined up, shot is in on net, hit Rakowskis. Hogaboom had his guy lined up. Hogaboom turns on it, slides it up, gets into the feet of Stacy. He goes down, play gets turned around in the neutral zone. Down around the back of the net, Lambert trying to slide it up. Puck is broken up. Guelph, quick shot from the mid slot. Puck pops up. Hogaboom is going to skate it up the left-hand side. It goes off a skate. Rakowskis knocked it off his stick. Bottom of the circle, in tight, down low. Guelph coming back the other way. They'll fire the puck in and it'll get angled off around the back of the net. Quick shot. Doesn't make it through traffic. Fanase coming up the right-hand side. He's got a little bit of space. Trying to turn that corner, bottom of the circle. He'll go around the back of the net. He'll hang on to it, puts the brakes on, trying to feed it over for Reisner. It'll come up the boards. Guelph will come away with it down the right-hand side. Play is broken up and sent in on Ralph. Fanase on the dot. Puck is kicked back to Polcelli. He'll go off the window. Puck will slide up into Guelph territory. Fissel will give chase. Broken up in the neutral zone. Reisner will slide it deep into their territory. Guelph will come up the left-hand side and clear the zone. They got a man on, but Little gets inside of it. Policelli will come up the right-hand side. Fanase trying to hit Chotar, goes off a skate. Puck slides inside. Chotar might catch up to this side of the net. He'll go around the back, puts the brakes on, trying to feed it out front. It gets broken up by Guelph. They'll chip it out of the zone. Bit of a foot race. Guelph might get there first. They do get the touch, but can't hang on to it. Puck stalls out in the circle. Broken up in front of the Guelph bench. Puck slides out into the middle. Harvey will grab it. He's trying to jump that puck ahead for Kenty. 2-on-1 shaping up with Chotar. Guelph gets back quickly to break it up. Puck is loose. Out front. Rebound. Can't convert. Guelph comes away with it up the left-hand side. They'll slide it ahead with the cut. Guelph has to hang on to it. Wait for everybody to tag up. Stretch feed up for Harvey. Gets turned back. They'll dump it into the open corner. Hogaboom will go into the corner. Puck is loose. Chotar up the left-hand side. He'll dump it ahead for Harvey. Harvey curls, takes a shot, goes off the leg of a Guelph player, skips over to the corner. He'll go around the back of the net with it. Back up to the line for Hoagie. Hoagie will take the shot. Didn't get what he was looking for. Bouncing puck, top of the crease. Guelph down the left-hand side. They'll slide it ahead. They'll cut to the middle. Trying to get in tight. Quick shot. Off the post. That was iron. Kenty coming back the other way. He'll drop it for Harvey. Harvey with the shot over the crossbar. It'll slide up to the blue line. 2 will kick it back to Iannacci. Iannacci will slide it across the blue line. Now he'll kick it deep in the zone for Harvey. Harvey will go into the corner with it. He'll hang on to it. Slide it to the back for Lambert. Lambert kicks it back for Iannacci in the inboards. Guelph will grab it up the left-hand side, sorry. Gets out of the zone. Guelph will kick it over to the left-hand side, and they'll sweep it in deep. 2 around the back of the net, puts the brakes on, sweeps it up from his knees. Broken up by Ing. Ing will push it up for Lambert in the neutral zone. Gets turned back. Guelph picks it up on the right-hand side, but can't convert. Broken play in the top of the zone there. Guelph will backhand it deep into the corner. Boys working for it here. Iannacci will try and slide it up. He gets turned back. Guelph from the hash mark trying to get the shot off. Ralph tried to cover it, couldn't grab it cleanly. Too much stick work in the way. Eventually does cover it up. We'll get a whistle down low. 9:36 remaining in the second. Fresh legs out for everybody. It's not nearly as cold in this rink as it was last night in Guelph.
I'm starting to heat up.
Face-off is hung up on the dot. Curls that loose. Policelli will bang it off the window. Back in the inboards, Policelli will fire it around to the open corner. Fonacier down the right-hand side, kicking up for Stacy, trying to get loose in the corner. But they didn't get in cleanly, and that little juke on the line threw themselves offside. They'll try it again. Face-off will be outside the line, right in front of the bench. Fonacier on the dot. Stacy will fire it in deep. Broken up at the hash marks. Fonacier around the back of the net. Reisner, he'll grab it on the inboards. Puck is up and over the line. Man on, it's a foot race. Little is in there first, just barely for the touch. Enough to break it up. Good piece of back check. Puck comes up to the line and out. Guelph on the left-hand side. Fonacier knocked it loose. Broken up on the outlet pass. Up to the neutral zone for Harvey. Gets stalled, but he's going to skate it up. Ran in some traffic on the blue line. Didn't see the brake lights come on. I've done that. Puck goes down around the inboards into for Fissel. Fissel trying to send that puck out front, and on the centering pass, the Guelph goaltender snagged it on the way along. So we'll get a face-off to his right. 7:53 remaining in the second period. Kenty will take the draw. Puck comes up to the blue line. It'll come just out. Gets knifed back for Hiltz. Hiltz will put it over to the boards. Quick shot in on net. Easy work for Ralph. He snags it, pulls it down, juggles it for a second, and tosses it to the ref. Lambert wins the draw back down in the corner. Puck is tied up on the side on the midboards. Puck pops up in the air, glove down by 2. Loose. Lambert trying to get away with it. Puck stalls. Everybody kind of overskates it as it was kind of just hung up there. Lambert will curl back. Guelph fires it in deep around the back of the net. High in the zone, 2 will send it up deep. Icing is waved off. Hung him on the hash marks. Rakowskis feeds it ahead for Lambert. He's trying to pull it across to get it to his forehand. Couldn't quite pull it away. Puck dribbles off into the corner. Rakowskis into the inboards with it. Chotar giving him a hand. Puck is loose. Guelph comes away with it behind the net. Whoa, the puck jumped out front. Quick shot in on net. Lambert gets the shot off from the slot, but the goaltender slid across in time to square it up. Fonacier on the dot. Reisman, Iannacci up front. Policelli with the point shot. Goes off a foot. Squirts all the way back down into our zone. They got a man on. Little will bang it off the boards. Reisner trying to slide it ahead. Policelli chips it high in the zone. Little will pick it up around the back of the net. Puck pops out in front. Reisner feeds it ahead for Fonacier. Fonacier has a little bit of room down the right-hand side. Oh, doesn't gain entry as they got the poke check into it. Breaks up the play, goes all the way back. Icing will be the call, 6:03. Down in the corner. Puck squirts out, top of the circle. Broken up, Hogeboom will fire it right back in. Stacy will give chase. Kenty over to the opposite corner. Kenty will fire across with it. Stacy will turn on, feeds it across for Harvey. Oh, misses on the near side. Sends the puck right back in. They'll try it again. Puck comes up to the hash marks. Just out over the blue line. Stacy feeds it up for Kenty. Gets Hangel up in the feet. Ooh, accidental trip there. Slides by. Guelph will pick it up around the back of the net. They backhand it up, but not strong. It doesn't get out of the zone. Bouncing puck right in front. Loose puck, rebound. Oh, can't convert. Stacy picks up around the back of the net, trying to feed it out front. And Guelph will come away with it. Up the middle. Far side. Hogeboom feeds it forward. What was I watching over there? Why did the stick pop up in the air? I'm not sure. I got to see that in the replay. I don't know if you caught it or not. One of the Guelph's players went flying up through the air. I missed it. I only saw it coming down. 4.5 minutes remaining in the second. Down around the back of the net. Center and pass out front, broken up. Fissel trying to slide it ahead. Ing trying to move that puck forward. He will slide it up, but he gets turned back. Here in front of us here, knocked down. Guelph in on the left-hand side. They'll pull it to the boards. And we're going to have a penalty called. Head contact. I guess the hands came up a bit high. And Rakowskis will pick up penalty number 2 of the afternoon. Hands got up a little bit high on the boardwork, so they will call him for 2 minutes. Oh, they're going to call him 4 minutes. Guess he got the mitts into the cage. I'm guessing so. So that's 4 minutes. That's a double minor, not a straight 4. So that's back-to-back 2s. Guelph high in the zone. So we got some work to do here. The penalty and the end of the period are within seconds of each other. So this is the whole end of the second period here. We've got to play this out. Down into the corner, up against the hash marks. Guelph pushing it back down, trying to feed that cross. Pass across, goes into the inboards. Policelli will sweep it up high in the zone. Oh, not out. High in the zone. Broken up. In tight, down low. Bouncing puck. Side of the net. Goes into the end boards. Guelph has it. Trying to center it out front. Top of the circle. Quick shot. Pops up off the deflection. Guelph with the cross ice feed through the slot. Deflects out. Guelph picks it up down in the corner. Quick shot out front side of the net. And Ralph gets the trapper on it, pins it up against his leg as we slide through the first minute of the first double minor. 25% of the way there, boys. Got to dig deep, though. We're down in our zone. Win this draw cleanly. Get this puck out of your zone. Take some pressure off yourselves. Fight hard for it. Let's go, Lambert. Puck gets hung up on the dot. Comes back to the blue line. Lambert blocks the shot. Back up to the blue line. Lambert pushes him to the outside. Bottom of the circle. Puck goes into the end boards. Down around the back of the net. Broken up. Chotar will come away with it. And he will fire it down in the neutral zone, but his glove down. Guelph will turn. They'll come back to the blue line with it. Back to the hash marks. Left-hand side, they'll go deep into the corner. Puck is sent back up the blue line. Bouncing puck dribbles over the stick. Puck gets sent in deep. Little's going to be able to go down. And he'll fire at the length of the ice. And that'll do a good job getting us to the halfway mark. We need to get across that 2-minute barrier damage-free. I know I've talked about that a couple of times, but if they get scored on in the first half of the double minor, you only the first penalty drops off. The second penalty is still active, so it's back-to-back penalties. We got a player down, and eventually the play is called. I didn't see who went down.
I don't know who went
Just want to swing your camera there, and we'll go look at the bench. I didn't see who went down. I can't tell who was on the ice. Hiltzy's the Hiltzy's the D partner. Is that Hoagie?
I think so.
It might be Hoagie if they were paired up. Is it? Yeah, okay. So our trainer will take a look here for a second and give him the once over. He's taking his time with him. There was a collision. I couldn't quite see what happened because it's kind of hidden in behind the net. Nobody seems to be panicking, which is a good sign, although they are taking the time, which is
Also not good.
also not good, but not panicking is better than panicking. The way they went down, I think
The defender forgot his water. The ref just ran it down.
all right, he's on his feet. And on his feet on his own. There you go. I think he took his upper body into the boards. He's going to skate back on his own, so we're good.
Oh, he's giving back the water bottle to the ref.
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to keep a water bottle on the top of the net anymore.
Oh.
So you get a break like that, go get a quick squirt. I don't think they're allowed to do it anymore. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think they are. Okay. Hoagie's gone to the bench, but not to the dressing room, which is good. And there was a penalty called in on the play. Who was in the net?
No, that was from before.
That's from before. Goodness me, totally forgot how hockey works. It was I got so distracted I forgot what was going on. All right, so the back half of the double minor to Rakauskas. We're down to 1:30 and change. Guelph up in the neutral zone trying to gain entry. They'll go down the right-hand side. It goes off a leg. Tenty with a big hit there to break up the play and breaks up the entry. Puck gets sent back down into Guelph territory. They'll try up the left-hand side. It squirts ahead. Little will catch up to it first. He'll bang it off the boards. Guelph comes away with it, top of the circle, quick shot, but Ralphie will cover it up and hang on tight We'll get a face-off down low, but no damage is done. Face-off to the right. Fonacier will take it. He's got Reisner with him. Reisner coming down the middle. He's going to dump this deep into the zone and then give chase on the dump. He gets a little whack on it to keep it low. Puck comes up the left-hand side. The pass is not handled cleanly. Policelli will fire it right back in. They knock it down before it gets too deep. Pass is broken up by Fonacier. He can't get ahead of it cleanly. Pass is pushed ahead. 28 seconds remaining on the penalty. 29 in the period. Guelph curling out front. Center pass goes through the blue ice. Reiser gets a whack at it. He'll get it out of the zone. That will get it deep. Guelph coming up the left-hand side. The pass is a bit into the feet. Reiser takes his man out of the play, breaks it up. The penalty is over. 5 seconds left in the penalty, in the period, as it goes into the end boards. That will do it for period number 2. Boys will come out and make their way into the bench. The Zamboni doors will open up. Forgentis will come down, shots in the second period. See, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Guelph outshot us 10-5 in the second. No score in the second, but I don't like that they got ahead of us like that. We took our foot off the gas and it showed up on the shot clock. Thank you very much. All right, so let's just, for some fun, let's just look for a second and see where we are. I know everybody's paying attention, but it's really nice to see how the boys are doing it. Because look, if we look here in our regular season, our regular season was a good season, but we were 9-9-8, right? That's not bad. That put us in 5th, but we slide ahead now into round robin play, and the boys have turned on a whole other game plan and found another gear. And out of 5 games played, we are 4-1 and up by 2 heading into the third period. This is a really good situation that the boys are in. We look ahead now on the schedule. You can see here we are in this one right here against the back half of Guelph. And all these games we're playing at home and homes, right? So we started up here. We had Brampton 45 and Burlington Gold. But we didn't play the back halves. Then we went Milton double, Guelph double. So now we have to play Brampton and Burlington, and they are the last 2 games on the schedule. So on Thursday upcoming, we will play Burlington Gold down at their rink, and then on the Saturday will be our last game against Brampton, and then we slide, once the seeding is set, we slide to right here for quarterfinals. This is a single game elimination. Half of the field, their season is done right here. The winners move on, best 2 out of 3 in the semifinals to Tri-Counties, best 2 out of 3 semifinals, and the winner makes their way to the OMHAs. And that is where we stand. You all set up there. We're going to say a little thank you to our sponsors. All right, the Zamboni is out. We're getting fresh ice. We'll be back in about 9 laps. We're back. They're in the hole. The gates are closed. Sorry, I was chatting. I had to run. And here we go. All right, everybody's set. Fonacier is going to start us off. Fissel left side, Reisner right side. With Policelli and Little on D, and Hoagie is back on the bench, so got banged up a little bit, but he is good to go. Fresh 15 on the clock. We are up by 2. Shot count so far 15-12 in favor of Oakville. Puck comes back into our territory. Policelli will get there first by a hair. Puck comes loose around the back of the net. Fissel will gather on the left-hand side. He's going to skate it up out of the zone. He'll get it up for Fonacier. He'll dump it in deep. Up back of the net. Puck doesn't come out. Guelph gets it up on the hash marks on the right-hand side. They'll feed it up the middle. And makes a pass from his knees as he lost an edge there. Fissel trying to keep the puck deep in the zone. Gets pinned up by Guelph. Guelph will take it around the back of the net. Hogerboom, he'll get the puck in deep. Hilty intercepted the outlet pass. Broken up in the corner. Slides up on the boards. And airmailed into our fantastically nice wooden ceiling. Look at this thing. Isn't this the coolest ceiling?
It is.
It's a very cool ceiling. This is a fun building to play in. It's very clean and tidy down low, but upstairs, it's all old school. Down in the corner, puck comes up to the blue line, scores loose, they got a 2-on-1, chip it up, come back the other way. Ing is on the line, squirts out the middle, but he puts the juke on, and the juke throws him offside, and the play is turned back. He's kicking himself a bit on that one, but Kingsley does a really good job of separating the D there. Lambert on the draw, puck comes back to Ing. Ing backhands to that puck, got hung up on a patch of wet ice there. But the ice is just about fully dry. Always takes a minute. You got to be careful on those scrubs at the second intermission and look for the wet spot. Broken up at the line here right in front of us. Chotar trying to move that puck forward. He'll slide it across. Lambert will pick it up and he'll come in over the line. He'll backhand it deep in the zone. Rakowskis will slide in first, loses an edge. Puck comes back to the line. 2 will push it deep in the corner around the other side. Guelph will pick it up first. They'll slide it high in the zone. It'll get over the line. Fall all the way down. Man on! Man on! Not sure if the other guys in the rink were saying it loud enough, so I figured I'd jump in, you know. I'm pretty sure everybody in the rink can hear me. Out front, quick shot side of the net. Ralph covers it up, pushes it along. 12 circles, quick shot again, and he will hang on to it and then motions to the referee with some displeasure about something or another. Boom, boom, boom. Fresh line changes. Kenty will be on the draw. Harvey and Stacey up front. Policelli Little on D. Puck comes up off the boards. Puck is deep into the corner. Little slides across for Policelli. Policelli plays it on the boards. Puck gets up over the line. Stacey will pick it up deep in their zone. In our zone, he'll go around the back of the net. He'll slide it up for Harvey. Harvey up for Kenty. Puck is trying to get loose. Bouncing puck. Harvey picks it up, trying to move it forward. They run into each other at the line. Puck is loose, trying to make something of it. Little in over the line, cuts to the middle, quick shot off a leg, squirts out into the corner. And I've lost my voice and swallowed a frog. Pardon me. Broken up at the line, Policelli will gather. As Little breaks up the play, puck squirts up left-hand side. Stacy down the line. Quick shot in on net, popped up, loose rebound. Kenty curls into the corner, cuts to the middle, in the slot, hangs onto it. Quick shot, misses on the near side. Puck pops out in the middle and up into the neutral zone. It's a foot race. Hiltzy's going to get there first, and he'll bang it off the boards, up and out of the zone. Kenty's got a piece of it. He'll fire an opposite side down around the back of the net. Stacy will give chase, trying to break up the play. Hogaboom gets a piece of it, broken up at the line on the outlet. Down the left-hand side, Guelph will fire it in on net. Ralph will cover it up and play it safe and get a line change at 11:07. Ralphie had a great second period there. We got outshot pretty badly in the second period. Ralph had a good game to hold us in. Starting off solid looking in the third period as well, as they got a couple of good shot opportunities early and tested them. Then around the back of the net, out into the corner. Guelph turns back. Two will play it around the back to the open corner. Ian Archie will catch up to it first. He'll chip it off the boards. Puck goes into the end boards for two. He'll come back up for Ian Archie, but it's into traffic and doesn't get up there cleanly. Ing will gather, played off the boards, just out of the reach for Reisner. Bouncing puck gets knocked down in the slot. Quick shot, doesn't make it through traffic. Bouncing puck into the feet. Ian Archie trying to get it up, and he does get it out of the zone. They fire it right back in, but that's going to take the pressure off as they had to tag up. Ing chips it off high up the boards. Slides it ahead for Fanase. Caught them on a line change with a little bit extra room. Curls down low in the corner, puts the brakes on. Stumbles a bit, maintains possession, comes up with it again. He slides it down for Ian Archie. He's working the boards. Puck eventually squirts loose. Fanase fires it in deep. Bouncing puck on the mid boards. Guelph will come away with it. They'll slide it into the middle. Ing is last man back. They're trying to get in deep. He's got help with them. He pushes it out to the side. Quick shot, rebound. As it's blocked away by Ralph, they get a shot off of the rebound. He covered that one up too. They'll go around the back of the net, into the feet, not able to turn it. Guelph gets pushed to the hash marks. Bounces up over the line. Rakowskis on a foot race. Puts the brakes on, cuts to the middle, looking for Lambert, but Lambert couldn't quite get the trigger off as they got the skates to stick into it, break it all up on him. They're looking for each other. I like how much they're looking for each other. There's an added level of awareness that hasn't been there to start the season off, as the puck is covered up by the Guelph goaltender. Earlier on in the season, there was a lot more individual effort. Now there's individual effort, but it comes at better choice times with better situational understanding of when the guy is open, and they'll draw the D and kick to the open guy who's floating down in the back of the plane, some open ice. They're looking for each other a lot more now, and it's a nice addition at a nice time, and it's showing up in the results. I'm also liking the work down low around the net. The boys are putting the time and the work in practice. As he cuts to the middle on the backhand, Rakowskis gets a shot off, but not as strong as he wanted there. It squirts it around in the corner for Fissel. Fissel trying to push it back the other way. Guelph fires it high in the zone, knocked down, high stick, but Guelph gets the next touch. Play continues on. Little knocks down the play, squirts it in the corner for Fissel. Fissel slides it down in the inboards, knocked around for Lambert, but slides up. Policelli comes into the corner. Careful, Little's going down. He's got a man on him. He turns out the play just enough to break it up in the zone. Goes back the other way for Fissel. Top of the circle, fires it in on net. The rebound pops out. That was a big rebound there. Lambert around the horn for Hoagie. Hoagie's got some space. He's going to step up. Bottom of the circle, sweeps it, looking around for an option. Trying to pop it out front for Kenty. Puck comes up on the midboards. Harvey takes his man there. Breaks up the play. Doesn't let the outlet happen cleanly. Guelph coming down the left-hand side as we are halfway through the first period. Sorry, the third period. Guelph, quick shot, doesn't make it through to the net. Slid through the neutral zone. Guelph will gather around the horn. They'll come back up the other side. Swing to the left-hand side. Bottom of the circle. Center pass out front is broken up. They're not able to convert it. Bouncing puck for Kenty. He'll pick it up. He'll try and squeeze through the inside. He does, but the puck gets real deep. He'll have to go to the inboards. Comes around with it. Looking for an option there as everybody goes down. Into the corner. Chotar trying to break up the play, and he does just enough to make them turn back. Stretch pass up the middle, arm is up, icing will be the call, 6:53. I'm liking the possession right now. We're doing smarter things with the puck and smarter things on the ice with regards to our positioning to hold possession where we want it, the way we want it, for longer periods of time. Sustained pressure. It becomes very, very frustrating for the other team when they're trying to erase a deficit. Around the back of the net, Reisner at the hash marks, just at a reach, comes up Fanasi trying to get out of the zone, bouncing puck right in front of the gate. Puck will slide past Ralph there. Ing will get first touch. Trying to come up the boards, the puck is in the air, they gloved it down. Fanasi going around the back of the net. 2 on the boards. Ralph hangs on to it. We're going to face off at 6:15 down and to his left. No scoring at all in the second period, and we're halfway through the third period. Still no score. The last goal was scored at the 2:36 mark of the first. Policelli will fire it off the boards, but it hits a player and goes right back to him. They're around the back of the net. Guelph circling out front, bouncing puck goes in behind the back of the net. Guelph gets first touch in the corner. Overskated a little bit. They get it right back. Bottom of the circle. Quick shot. Over the shoulder, in tight. That guy scored almost an identical goal to that last night, just a little bit higher in the circle, but almost the same spot. That is a shot that he works on. It's almost an exact repeat. Nice shot, is in tight. That's a tough goal to defend. So 5:58 of the third period. At 5:58 of the third period, Guelph is within striking distance, down by 1. Now the name of the game is to not let them get momentum. Quick shot deflected twice, side of the net. Guelph, you can see they're already stepping up their effort just a little bit of a more pep in their step. Rakowskis trying to get around him. Down on the right-hand side, gets turned back. Guelph up the left-hand side, trying to feed it ahead. Play is broken up, but he hangs on long enough to get a shot. Ralph will glove it down. Do not let them feel good about that one goal. You got to keep momentum away from them. You got to put them back on their heels, and the easiest way to do that is with the body. Hit them hard in the corners and make them feel it. Do not give up the perimeter play here. You have got to play gap. You got to close the gap to contact, and you have to do it now. That is the name of this game. You are playing contact hockey, and you go into a corner with somebody, they've got to not want to go into that corner with you. Out front, quick slot is broken up. Sorry, shot from the slot is broken up. Kenty coming back, Christine the other way. Down the left-hand side, puts the brakes on, top of the circle, quick shot. Squirts out the other side, up. Hiltzy will fire it deep into the corner. Broken up. Guelph gets tangled up in the neutral zone. They don't get out cleanly. Hiltzy will fire it back. Broken up at the blue line. Puck bounces over the sticks, gets all the way back down. Hiltzy will fire it around the boards for Harvey. Guelph has it at the hash marks. They sidestep down bottom of the circle. Quick shot over the crossbar. Oh, that shot was there for a backdoor tip. They tried at it. It was just at a reach. Hogaboom grabs it bottom of the circle. He'll chip it up on the boards. You can feel Guelph getting some momentum here. As we're down to the 4-minute mark, you got to do some end game management here. 1-goal leads are very, very tricky. Got to keep them on their heels, and you want to keep the puck in this end of the ice. Do not let them have what they want in our territory. Puck comes down around the back side of the net. Banged off the back of the boards. Up to the hash marks. Reisner. Fonacier gets a piece of it. Reisner will chip it off the boards, keep it to the outside. Puck scores to the open corner. Chotar gets a piece of it, keeping that puck on the outside. Fonacier will try and swing it the other way. Ing will grab it. He'll send it back into traffic. He'll grab it again. He'll come out the other way. Reisner will knock it out in the neutral zone. Chotar is trying to catch up to it. Bouncing puck. Fonacier can't play it because Chotar got trapped inside the zone. Everybody will come out. We'll get a couple line changes. Inside the 3-minute mark, Lambert, catches him on a bad line change, in tight, backhand. Everybody's going to the bench. The play got broken up and intercepted and landed right on the stick of Lambert. He was all in alone. I think he was surprised that he was in there so alone. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third. Puck squirts down in the open corner. Guelph will gather and fire it up in the zone. Outlet passes. Picked off by 2, gets sent in around the back of the net. Wachowskis on the backhand, trying to feed it down for Stacey low in the zone. He'll go around the back of the net. Wachowskis up for Little. Little shoots it. It gets deflected into the end boards. Little goes into the hash marks. Puck is loose. They might have a 2-on-1 come back the other way. Puck squirts in behind. Lambert gets enough of it to break up the play. In around the back of the net. Minute 45. Rakowskis has it bounced behind the slot. Quick shot is tipped just wide on the far side. Up and out of play. And will dribble up into the mid zone for Guelph. 1.5 minutes on the clock. Rakowskis breaks up the play. He'll fire the puck down into the zone. Taking time off the clock. Puck squirts up in the neutral zone. Policelli's going to get first touch. He'll gather and go across the zone. Doesn't get out cleanly. Quick shot in on net, and Ralph will cover it up and say, no thank you. Let's just calm ourselves down here and settle it down, and we'll get a face-off and start again. Now that face-off is down in our end. We have to take care of business on it. But taking the pressure off. Guelph has pulled their goaltender, so I think we're going to have a timeout. We are. Coach Nick has called a timeout. Minute 13 on the clock. They're going to have a face-off down and to the right with the extra attacker. So Coach Nick is going to make sure that he gets what he's looking for here. Well, I don't know what's going to happen, but this next minute and 13 seconds is brought to you by Tim Hortons. It's going to be full-on chaos. I still haven't got an ad sponsor yet. I've been trying every single game. They don't care about me. They don't care about me.
I own the Tim Hortons ad sponsor.
Thank you.
All right. I think Ozzy's describing it well. This is going to be a little bit of a crazy train. All right. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen. Ralphie goes back to his cage. Kenty's going to take the draw. Fonacier and Lambert up front. Policelli little on deep. Puck comes high slot. Quick shot is blocked by Kenty. Kenty's going to get it out of the zone. Fonacier on the left-hand side. Quick shot. Oh, and the shot is blocked by Guelph. Low in the zone. It comes up for Policelli. He'll fire it in. Play is broken up again. Lambert will fire it in deep. Down around the back of the net. 45 seconds on the clock. Guelph down the right-hand side. They'll drop it off top of the circle, trying to feed it through. Fonacier will fire it up. And icing will be the call with 30.6 seconds. Well, that was exciting.
They blocked 3 shots.
Fanasi had the shot lined up. Guelph blocked it. Their D-man had the line on it. All right. Kenji's going to take the job. Fanasi, Lambert, Little, Policelli, and of course Ralph. Puck is on the dot, broken up. Fanasi trying to get it out of the zone. Puck scores to the far side. Little will get it up and out of the zone. Bouncing puck for Lambert on the boards, trying to keep it to the outside. He goes down. He'll keep it in the end boards. 15 seconds. Puck is tied up. The ref is letting it go. Puck comes loose. 10 seconds on the clock. Coming up the right-hand side. Puck squirts out in the middle. Play is broken up. Quick shot in on net. Rangers win as the clock expires. Boys will come back out and give Ralph a scrub on the head for a fine piece of work. That was an exciting ending. Oh my goodness. Final shot count in the third period. They outshot us again, 9-6 for a total of 21 apiece. Final score, Rangers 2, Oakville 1 for the W. And as we slide ahead and take a look at the scheduling, like I said before, our next game will now be against the Burlington Eagles Gold Thursday on March the 5th. I can't believe it's March already. At 7:45 p.m. Till then, please swing by our Instagram feed at Oakville Rangers U148 2012_2025 or YouTube feed at Oakville Rangers U14A. Thank you once again, Daryl, for doing what you do, making this all come together, and tuning in right here to FSN, the home of your Oakville Rangers. We will chat soon. Enjoy the rest of your week.